Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. So first of all, on behalf of our CEO, Technologies Mahathir, I'd like to, because I'm actually repping him because he's currently abroad for the official duties. So he sent his regards and to the organizers that he can't make it this time. So I just rep him for this opening remark. So again, thank you, Pravan and Tanu and DCCI for having this event. I believe, I think the first time that you had this event last year, I'm glad to see that this year's event is is bigger than last year's event. That shows that we have a stronger participation from ecosystem players in terms of appreciating the topics and the context that we are now discussing in terms of data center and cloud services. So that shows that we have elevated ourselves as a country in terms of gaining the traction, attracting more ecosystem players, and attracting more investments into the space. Again, as many of you are aware, MDEC, Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, we have launched Malaysia Digital last year. It's a national strategic initiative by the government to encourage and attract companies, talents, and investments while enabling Malaysian businesses and rakyat to play a leading role in the global digital economy. So it is actually a succession to the MSC Malaysia, which was launched in 1996. So we believe that it's timely for us to be able to come up with a new initiative which is more inclusive in terms of giving more support and intervention to the smaller companies while we continue to attract the big investments coming into Malaysia. So MD is set to enhance Malaysia's value proposition to attract digital investments, firmly establishing Malaysia as a digital hub of ASEAN. So since the launch of MD, we have identified 9 promoted sectors, which include digital finance, Islamic digital finance, digital trade, digital agriculture, digital tourism, digital content, digital services, digital health, and digital cities. So these are the promoted sectors that we believe would drive the digital adoption because our end goal by 2035 is for digital economy to contribute to about 25.3% to national GDP. So we believe these sectors are mature enough, having right ecosystem partners, and can give the greatest impact to our economy in terms of digital adoption as far as adapting to the digital technologies that we're bringing in. So the pemangkin for these 9 promoted sectors are led by local tech companies and foreign investors. So it is very important that we develop this public-private partnership to make sure that while the government is coming out with policies to increase the adoption of digital technology, we also want to make sure that participation from private companies, private sectors are equally important so that together we can build the nation through digital economy. So the resonance between these sectors and the topic of discussion of the summit is by no mistake far from it. So again, as we embark on digital journey, it's very important that we have a right digital infrastructures in which is manifested in the form of hyperscale data centers, cloud services, because these are the kind of infrastructures which are needed to propel digital economy. So without these infrastructures, it is quite challenging for a country to adopt and to advance more in digital economy, because we believe without connectivity, without a proper infrastructure to do data processing, data governance and things like that, then digital economy would be more challenging initiative that if we were to undertake without this infrastructure. So we are addressing national problems through our strategic intervention and digital initiative. Digital technology can provide solutions to pressing national issues such as poverty, inequality, healthcare, education, and environmental stability. So we are also playing a key role in moving the needle of the economy significantly via policy facilitation and enabling programs. So we do have a MDEC funding facilitation team, which is actively engaging with the industry and the VCs to make sure that we can close the gap in terms of funding ecosystem. This is a very important enabler in digital economy where we have to make sure that enough funding can be given, whether funding from government or funding from private sectors in terms of addressing the challenges, financial challenges faced by the tech companies. So for this year, for example, if I may quote, we are expecting about 120 million US dollar of venture capital funding to be funded to our local startup. So we play a role in making sure that we are teaming up with the right VC partner to make sure that they understand the local ecosystem. And our job is to make sure that we can connect these tech companies to the funding sources that are available out there. And then, through collaborative funding models, we are able to leverage private sector resources, expertise, and networks to amplify the impact of our digital program initiative. Cloud computing and data centers are key components, as I said earlier, of this transformation, as they provide the foundation for a range of digital services, including e-commerce, online banking, e-government, and telecommunication services. So we work closely with industry players, startups, and SMEs to develop and implement market-driven digital solutions that can create value for the businesses and consumers alike. Our emphasis is on driving adoption, scalability, and sustainability of digital technologies in the pemangkin promoted sectors, 9 sectors that I mentioned just now, resulting in increased productivity, efficiency, and competitiveness. So MDEC, as a lead agency to drive digital economy MD initiative and its pemangkin, we are committed to unlocking the full potential of digital technologies for our benefit of our nation and people and our economy. So ladies and gentlemen, MDEC recognizes the importance of continuous engagement, fostering collaborations, and sharing the right knowledge and resources by building a network that includes the government, businesses, academia, tech suppliers, and digital tech companies. We hope to galvanize public and private partnerships to accelerate the growth of our digital economy and drive positive transformation in Malaysia. Ultimately, MDEC's goal is to establish a digital nation with a stronger and more resilient economic society, stepping into tomorrow's digital future of today. So with the right business investors, we can achieve this mission altogether. So again, I like to re-emphasize again that we are fully supportive of this kind of partnership with the industry. Obviously, we welcome this kind of event to be held in Malaysia because we believe that we need to prepare and have a right platform for industry, for the government to work together to collaborate in terms of realizing the aspiration of the digital economy. So again, if you look at the previous 5 years, we have started earlier. We have started to promote this industry, digital data infrastructure, data center, and cloud services since 2010. So it takes us about almost 13 years to have a fruitful result of what we have intervened earlier. And we can see that many investments have been announced in Malaysia. So we truly believe that through partnership that MDEC has with MyDigital, with MIDA, even with MCMC, in driving the availability of digital infrastructure, we believe that Malaysia is in the right space, in the right traction in terms of attracting those kind of investment into Malaysia, while building up our capability in terms of talent, in terms of exposure to the funding ecosystem, and also having the right policy interventions and regulations to make sure that we can always be agile in terms of attracting the new mix of companies, because there are different dynamics and changes of the business requirements out there. So we have to make sure that we can stay at par in terms of the best practices for us, for Malaysia, to be able to compete in ASEAN region and eventually in the global region. So I think we are on the right track as far as this topic is concerned. We are getting more and more tractions, so investments are coming into Malaysia, and we are building a right capability among the locals to make sure that we are prepared. So in terms of readiness, I think we can work together with private sectors to make sure that we can embrace these opportunities and making sure that Malaysia can gain a lot in terms of having these right ecosystem players and the right footprint into Malaysia. So again, thank you for joining us, and I hope you find this summit informative and thoroughly engaging. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Engineer Wan Murdani. Thank you once again, Engineer Wan Murdani. And of course, we have to see